Candace McDermott. You finally get to see the face and hear the voice of the crazy mouthy girl on Facebook. Micah has asked me to do a quick video for you today. We'll see how quick it is because, did I mention mouthy? I talk a lot. But she just wanted to share my story with you because today's kind of exciting for me. I'm not quite sure how to take it in yet. I'm still really excited, but I advanced to Diamond Coach today. I've been working a really long time on this, feels like. I'm sure there are people who've taken longer, but it feels like it's been ages since I set this goal. So I'm super excited that I finally made it today. And Micah just wanted me to tell you a little bit about how I got here and maybe what you guys can do to get here too. I have actually only met Micah once. Last summer I took a photography workshop from her and Nicole Martin. And Micah's personality just did it for me. He just was dead on with mine. I love her, and I love her work. And I pretty much stalk her on Facebook because I want to be Micah when I grow up. And so originally, she started being a coach about the same time that we did this workshop, and I started to follow her really closely on Facebook. So at first, I was kind of like, "Man, what are you doing, Micah? You got this great talent in photography and you're just like dropping it almost." So at first, all of her fitness posts, I was just like rolling my eyes. My gosh, what is she thinking? You know, of course, I was one of those. And eventually I saw enough of her posts that I started to think, oh man, I need to do something. I need to do something for myself. I need to do this. And so I finally talked to Micah several times actually, but eventually I finally said, okay, I'm ready. I talked my husband into letting me spend a couple $100 and I signed up with a challenge pack. It was last October. So I started out doing T25. Not very well. I have never been fit. I've always been lazy. There's no other word for it. I'm lazy. I always have been. Ask my mom. So T25 was kind of a rough initiation for me. I did it, but not well. I went through the whole 60 days, but I skipped a lot of workouts. I did enough to say I did it and send in some pictures and get a t-shirt. And I did lose some weight, but I wasn't sticking with it like I should have. The challenge group was awesome, but I'm really good at making excuses, guys. Really good at it. So the challenge groups weren't even quite enough. And I never really quit doing it, but I just wasn't giving it my all. So toward the end of my 30 days, my first 30 days, Micah was asking me about coaching and saying, come on, you need to sign up, even if it's just so you can get your Shakeology. And I approached my husband about it, and he said, no way. I am a photographer also, and I was so slammed last year. So slammed. I was way too busy. A lot like Micah. But the difference between she and I is that she actually charges enough for her work, and I don't. So I worked nonstop last year, and it wasn't hardly any money, it seems like. So my family hated it. But last fall, when I was doing all this, I was busy. Fall is senior portrait time, and it's family sessions. It's busy. So I was slammed, and I was like, no, I'm not going to coach. And Brett was like, no, you're not going to add one more thing. And then finally, I think it was like 31 days actually, I finally said, okay, I'm going to do it. And I signed up, and I didn't tell Brett until after the fact. And I finally said, honey, guess what? I signed up, but it's just for the discounts, because I already committed to buying Shakeology for at least 2 months. So we went with that, and I kept paying the fees and buying Shakeology for the rest of the year. And then January came, and I had taken all of December off from photography. Didn't spend any time rustling up more work for January. So January was dead. I had nothing planned for photography. And it felt really good. I still wasn't like, oh, I gotta get some clients. I was enjoying the break. I needed it. But I was bored. I get bored easily, and I'm not going to sit and do nothing. So I needed a new project. So Micah invited me to join one of her coach training groups, Coach Basics. And I just said, what else am I doing? I'll do it. And I just started doing this, and I started posting, and I completed the training. Shortly after I started posting, a girl that I went to high school with, Hillary, contacted me and said, I think I want to do this with you. I'm really interested in P90X3, which is what I was doing at the time, and I loved it. So we talked about it a little bit, and she was really excited and said, yeah, I'm going to do this. My birthday's coming up, and this is what I want. So I just got to talk to my husband, and I want to coach. So I was excited because, I had planned to sign Brett up under me as soon as I got another coach. So if Hillary signed up, then I get Brett signed up, and boom, Emerald, just like that. So I was super stoked. And then Hillary called me or messaged me a couple days later and said, oh, what do I do? My husband just bought me P90X3 from Amazon for my birthday. What do I do? I'm so mad. She was so upset. It was really sweet of her husband to get that for her. But we had to do a little bit of wrangling and figure out another way for her to sign up. And we did eventually get her signed up to coach. And shortly after Hillary signed up, another friend of ours from high school, Lacey, decided to sign up a few days after Hillary. It was boom, boom. And I had been talking to both of them about it, but Lacey and Hillary are really good friends, always have been. And we were just sort of friends in high school, and they're still neighbors and everything, so it just made sense. So I told Lacey, sign up, do it, this is going to be awesome, but sign up under Hillary. So she did it, but we've always kind of just been a team, the three of us, because we all signed up at the same time. So we've just kind of done everything together. And it's been kind of funny because Lacey's an animal. Hi, Lacey. She is crazy. She went after this like it was a piece of meat. She just has gone crazy, and she has done some amazing things since she signed up at the end of January. She actually advanced to Diamond today with me as well. And Hillary and I have had a much more difficult time of it. It's been a lot slower for us, and sometimes we really got frustrated. We're like, why are all of these high school friends going to Lacey? Because she's amazing. Love you, Lacey. So we've gone through our struggles, and it's been tough, but you know what? We've overcome every one of them. And there's going to come a day where we're going to look back on all of this and just think, oh my gosh, why were we so stressed about it? It was not that big of a deal. But for right now, it's a big deal, and we're really excited about the changes. I'm rambling. Moving on. So I'm all of a sudden coaching actively, and I started talking about it a little bit more, and my husband finally realized what I was doing. He's like, are you a coach? Are you really coaching? And I said, well, yeah, I got nothing else to do, and look, my first paycheck. So, he was like, all right, rolled his eyes, another one of your crazy ideas, whatever. And so I just kept doing it, and every time that I would come to a slump and struggle and be like, where do I go next? Who do I message? I would look at things and realize that I had stopped doing the daily tasks that we're supposed to do. I had stopped inviting, or I had stopped doing my personal development reading. I did that a lot. So sometimes I would just step back from the computer, walk away from it all, and open up one of my personal development books. And always, every time I did that, I felt amazing, and I'd get back to work at the computer, boom, messages from someone, who knows who it was. I mean, random acquaintances that I had never talked to, or someone I had talked to that was totally not interested, and suddenly they were on board. Every time I did that, it worked. So now whenever my coaches come to me and they say, what do I do? I'm just so depressed. I'm so discouraged. I make them go sit down and read their books. And I make them report back to me because I want to know that they're doing that PD. It's hard. It's hard to step away from the messages. You feel like you're not doing anything for your business, but it's not true. It is so vital. There was I don't remember who said this. I don't remember if it was Micah or one of the other coaches in one of the trainings, but they said that they got to a point where they were not a diamond, but they felt like a diamond coach. They said, I haven't achieved the rank yet. I felt the same way. I haven't achieved diamond rank yet, but I feel like a diamond coach. I've got coaches under me. I'm training them. I'm helping them. I'm encouraging them. I'm putting hours and hours and hours into this business. I feel like a diamond coach. And when I realized that that's how I felt, I knew that I needed to take it a step further. So I went through the agonizing process of finding my own team name and setting up our team page so that Hillary and Lacey and I could connect a little bit easier along with all of our downline coaches. And it was kind of weird at first. It was weird. It was weird. I wasn't a diamond yet. Who was I to be naming my team and having this group? But I did it anyway, and it has been amazing, you guys. It's amazing. We've grown closer as a team. It's been amazing to meet all of Lacey and Hillary's coaches, and to just grow that team spirit, because it is so vital to what we're doing. So I would really highly recommend that once you get several coaches and they're starting to add coaches, get a team page and stay close and really take an active part in training them and encouraging them. And don't just leave it all to Micah or whomever your superstar upline coach is. Don't leave it to them. Take charge of your own team. So I had set a lot of goal dates to hit diamond. My original goal date was the end of March, and I was in a Diamond in 30 Days training group that Micah added me to. My birthday's the end of March, so I thought, I can do this. What a great birthday present. I only need a couple more coaches. It didn't happen, guys. My birthday came and went, and it just didn't happen. And the next goal date that our group had set together was April 3rd, and it didn't happen. The next goal date was last week. I wanted to qualify last week to start qualifying for Summit. It didn't happen. I'm a week overdue. 1 week. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to Summit anyway. It's going to be amazing. You don't have to be a diamond to go to Summit. You don't have to. There's going to be some amazing information there that's going to help every one of us in our businesses. So if you are hesitant, get over it and just go. I don't know how I'm going to make it happen. I don't know what I'm going to do with my 4 kids. I have no idea. I haven't figured that out yet. But I know it's something I've got to do, so I'm going to find a way. I didn't earn my free ticket. Remember, I was a discount coach. So I'm going to pay $300 to go to Summit, not to mention travel and all the expenses. But I'm going to do it because I know that it's going to be out of this world. I am so excited for it. So your goal dates, they're going to come and go, and you just have to stay focused. You have to stay motivated. Don't forget your personal development. It is so huge. And don't read those books thinking, oh yeah, it's so hokey, it's so fluff. It's not. It's amazing, and it's true, and it's real. And if you need recommendations, let me know, because I have read some amazing books that have been life-changing for me. Don't get discouraged if you don't reach a goal. Set a new one. Don't let that stop you. Look at me. I passed up 3 goal dates, and you can't let it stop you, because it'll happen when it's time. You need to know why you want this. It's really easy to say, I want to make $4,000 a week. That'd be amazing. Of course it would, but why? What are you going to do with that money? Why is that so important to you? You have to know why, or you're never going to make it. You're just going to walk away when it gets tough. In our most recent Diamond training group with Brittany, she asked us to write down 10 of the craziest, wildest, most insane dreams or goals that we could think of. And that was kind of fun. I came up with some crazy ones. We've always wanted to go to Ireland, so, I'm going to spend 3 weeks backpacking in Ireland with my husband one day. And you know what? Maybe we'll even be able to afford to take our kids. We're crazy. We're Irish. McDermott, my maiden name's McBride. We're crazy for it, so why not take the kids? We're going to build our dream house in the country. Cash. Why not, right? So many crazy dreams that we've always had, and we pushed them to the back burner when real life hit. And now they're kind of coming out of the closet again and becoming more of a possibility again. But I realized that my biggest dream that I never even really thought about before, was to allow my husband to quit his job. He is a civil engineer, and he started college 5 days after our wedding. And about 2.5 years into his 5-year degree, he realized that it wasn't what he thought it was, and he did not enjoy what he was doing with engineering. But we were so far into it. We had moved across the state to another school because they had a better program. We just felt like he had to finish it. We couldn't afford for him to switch, especially because he didn't know what he wanted to do. So he finished it, and he's gone to work as a civil engineer, and he's been doing it now for about a decade. And he hates it. He hates it. He does it faithfully every day so that I can stay home with our kids, but he hates it. And there are times where I just feel like it's going to tear him up because he's so unhappy at work. So to be able to let him quit that job, he still doesn't know what he wants to do with himself. He has these crazy hobbies that he could go to school for, but he'll never make money with them. But he loves it. It makes him happy. What if I could let him do that? What if I could do what I love? Coaching and helping other people to reach these amazing goals and building this huge team. What if I could be doing what I love and he could be doing what he loves and we would be set? How amazing is that? So what is your why? What is your reason for this? Why do you care? Why do you care if you bring in more money than you are now? Why do you want it? You have to know. So I guess that's it. That's my story, guys. I'm brand new, shiny, newbie diamond. I could lose rank next week. I don't know. I still only have my 8 coaches. I'm going to be busting butt every day to solidify my rank and to move on from here. Honestly, I think the real work has just begun. But it's a huge step in the right direction and it feels good. And any one of you can do it. So find out why you want it and go get it. Have a good day, guys.